Hello and welcome to the Blue Podcast. This is the Red Show, where all of our teams won this week. Oh wait, almost all the teams won this weekend. Henry, how are we feeling first of all?
That was rehearsed, wasn't it?
Yeah, of course it was.
Oh wait, I did tell that was rehearsed.
Of course it was.
Yeah, no. To be fair, I'm actually not too pissed off. I'm not actually that pissed off because we led that game for a while, and it is Man City, like what you expected. Like no one beats Man City.
Cool, you were winning a game. Well done, man. That's impressive, man. That's impressive.
It's very impressive for us. And that Rashford's goal was fucking spectacular. That was fantastic. It just so happens that Phil Foden can do the exact same thing down the other end.
Twice.
Yes.
Wait, out of all the three, like Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, who do you prefer to win the league?
I told you this already.
Did you? I wasn't listening. Yeah.
I will way prefer Arsenal.
Really, because a lot of like our Man United friends were saying they rather Man City win it.
City is weird.
What's with Man United fans twerking for City?
Crazy.
Mate, any Man United fan supporting Man City for anything should throw themselves off a cliff.
Good.
Whoa.
Agreed.
Yes, thank you.
Whoa.
I would actually agree with that one.
There's rivalry between us as like big clubs, Liverpool, Arsenal, us, and maybe Chelsea. There's rivalry between us because we're big clubs, and then there's Man City. We all hate Man City equally. We stand together until we get rid of them, and then we go back to hating each other. That's the way I see it. Although to be fair, I'd rather Arsenal than Liverpool because obvious reasons.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, 100% Arsenal. I think because you've got to play them next, haven't you, Lloyd? You've got Liverpool got to play Man City.
Yes.
And then I think it's you.
Yeah, then we got him away. Yeah.
Brentford
You
and
bet.
City.
I mean, you've been hitting these 5-0s.
I
You
know.
better hit them. You better absolutely fuck them over.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah. We'll
Don't
do
think
it.
that's happening.
Never know.
Yeah, I mean, potentially. I mean, I saw a statistic. Manchester City had 27 shots. That was the same amount of possession that Manchester
It
United
was
had in
more.
the game.
It was more.
Was it more?
Man United had 26%.
Wow.
26%, yeah,
See?
27 shots.
But hey, you were winning. You were winning for a bit. So hey, silver lining in
I
that.
was expecting 5-0, and we got 3-1. So you know what? And it should have been 2-1 if Amrabat wasn't the fucking
Oh,
spaz.
that was hilarious.
Like, just giving it to Haaland for his goal. Like, mate.
No, basically a win for United. That was more or less basically a win.
So, watching these type of performances, I know it's Manchester City, but like 3 shots in 90 minutes. I mean, is Ten Hag really the guy going forward? I mean, I've been Ten Hag, and well, from a Liverpool standpoint, I want him to stay as long as possible.
I'm Ten Hag in.
Yeah.
Oh, no, obviously Ten Hag.
Totally.
But yeah, I hear you. Ten Hag in.
No,
Keep
most
the suffering.
definitely.
Let it continue.
You know it's bad when your opposing teams think your manager should stay. That's I think the thing's right. It's one game, and outside of this and the Fulham game, we had like a long winning streak going before that. The Fulham game I'm more pissed at because it's Fulham, which we beat. But with Manchester City, on our current form with the players that we've got in, I'm not expecting much. And like people criticise the tactic, like going defensive. I don't care. If that's what it takes to win.
Haramble that.
If that's what it takes to win against Man City at the moment, then let's do that. And then we go back in the summer and go, okay, how do we make our squad that squad? How do we make it Man City level? And then we go again. So I'm not pissed at the tactic. I think Ten Hag will stay, and I want him to stay. If you look at
So do we.
if you look at his tactics, it works. This is not a Ten Hag team, not yet. He's had some input, I know, and obviously Anthony hasn't worked.
Fidget spinning himself.
Most of them haven't worked.
Yeah.
But Martinez worked. Actually, that first season, some of the men in that first season outside of Anthony were fantastic. Like Ericsson was great last year. Casemiro was great. Martinez was fantastic. It proved everybody wrong. We finished second. No, third. Sorry, I forgot what you meant. Finished third last season. Like, we're having a shit year, and we need to improve the squad. But the starting 11, a lot of it's good, and I like Ten Hag's tactic. So might as well just keep going, improve it, sign the right players. Who knows?
Yeah, no, I mean, fair play to you for having that output, because if I was a Manchester United fan, I'd be pulling my hair out. But
Get him out.
anyway, Heli and D,
What's up, man?
massive win, 6-0 against Sheffield United. No, it's Sheffield United, but another win on the bounce.
I swear I said 6-0. Oh no, I said 7-0. I did say 7-0, but
I said 1-0 loss. It was.
Oh, he's an Arsenal hater.
No,
Lads, I'm telling you.
No,
he's an
no,
Arsenal
no.
hater.
No.
I'm
We were doing
serious.
so well. We were doing so well it's just the most Arsenal thing to do if we lost 1-0. It'd be the most
It's
Arsenal.
true. It's true.
I thought we were gonna win deep down, but I just thought it'd be so Arsenal if we just lost that 1-0 and like just.
No, it'll be Arsenal when we lose against City. If when.
Yeah.
Gotta have optimism though, right? So.
But you know, it was a right great win. I think we bummed them. They started. they made a tactical substitution after 15 minutes.
And we brought Cedric.
And we
back on.
bought. That's deep. That is deep. We bought.
You know
Cedric
your
on,
shit when we bring Cedric.
and
on, so.
they made 3 substitutions by half time.
Saka
and-
came off as well.
We subbed. To be fair, I don't know why we didn't sub off Martinelli, Odegaard, Rice. We should have subbed them all off at half time. Like I know the goal difference matters, but I mean, the game's already won. We need to like protect our players, especially for City away.
True.
And Brentford at home, I don't think that will be an easy game either, because you know Brentford are doing Malpe's cooking. So I mean, I think obviously a good performance and I mean Sheffield United, yeah, just worst teams. I think forget Derby, they are the worst teams playing in Premier League history. That is like that. I think Derby would put up more fight this season. That same squad,
100%.
like that's but like Sheffield United, that's embarrassing. And like we'll talk about this on the chat as well. Don't like this is very hypothetical, and I don't know if I agree with this or not, but teams who perform that badly in a season, they need to face some punishments, man, because that is fucking that is outrageous. Like that's just embarrassing themselves and the Premier League.
Dude, we are just too good though. Let's be real.
Yeah, I think it is 4 games on the bounce for Sheffield United at home where they've conceded 5 goals or more in the league, and it's just terrible. It's just absolutely shocking. Like you want the Premier League to be the most competitive league, but yeah, when you've got Sheffield United getting battered every week, it's not entertaining. It's like that game obviously is on the TV because Arsenal are in the title race and stuff like that. But like you would much rather see 60% but any other game most probably would have been more interesting than that because of how one-sided it was.
You look at the teams at the top of the Championship. You've got 4 teams there that would do a better job in the Premier League
Yeah.
than Sheffield United. I said this at the start of the season. I said Sheffield United are the worst team I've ever seen come up, and people were like, "Oh no, Luton, oh no, Burnley."
Well, don't forget Burnley on the same amount of points.
They are, yeah.
Burnley on the same amount of
play
points.
More attractive football, even if they do mess up at the
Yeah, no, but attractive football gets you so far.
But it means you're more enjoyable to watch in the Premier League. They're not even trying Sheffield United.
Yeah, but I think winning a game is more important than entertaining. Like, don't get me wrong, the game on Monday, like, don't get me wrong, I'd take that result 10 times out of 10. But that fucked me. That was boring. That was the most boring Arsenal game I think I've watched in a long time.
I'd happily watch.
No, I'd happily.
35 boring Arsenal games.
No,
and we win the
I'd
league.
happily
I'll
have
be
that.
so real, man.
No,
I'll be so
I'd
real.
happily have that. But fuck me, it was just dull. It was a passing drill.
It was, yeah. It was.
I mean, obviously, winning is more important than playing attractive football. But when you have neither of those things, when you can't win, you might as well play attractive football because you know the league is something.
That's such a vibe.
Look at the Championship. Southampton are 4th, and they play really nice football. Obviously, Leeds and Leicester went down and are clearly Premier League teams. Like the players in Leeds is attacking.
Well, Leicester are bottling right now, aren't they?
They are.
Fumbled, man.
And I'd rather see Ipswich in the Premier League right now. 'Cause
Of course
their
you would.
manager is fantastic. He is incredible. Kieran McKenna has made that team a Premier League team. That's what he's done. And those players are not. Some of them aren't even Championship players. Some of them are Premier League players, but some of them aren't even Championship players. And he's put them in a promotion spot back to back.
Yeah.
And that says something about the quality of a manager. And like I say, any of those 4, I'd rather see Sheffield United in the Premier League right now.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Obviously.
It's just dull. It is dull to watch, and yeah, I mean they're fighting with each other on the pitch and stuff like that. I mean the fans are leaving after 20 minutes. Like
I'm sorry, but at that point, what's the point buying a fucking ticket? Like, let's be honest. No. Let's be honest. You're against Arsenal. You're expecting to lose, and if you're leaving, and what happened in that game? You're expecting that to happen. If you're gonna leave after that, what's the fucking point buying a ticket? If you're gonna go there, at least stay.
Man is pressed.
No, just like, what's the point? It's a waste of money. It's a waste of time if you're just gonna leave after 20 minutes.
Was it in London or was it in Sheffield?
It was in Sheffield.
Yeah.
Well,
I was gonna say, was it?
Yeah, but still, yeah, but what's the
It was
point?
in London.
But money wise, what's the point? Also time wise, like
yeah, their stadium.
at least like back your team a little bit. At least stay till half time.
Yeah.
At least stay till half time, not just 15 minutes. Because like, yeah, it's a waste of money, waste of time.
No, I mean their stadium was like practically empty by like the 60th minute. Like at half time, it was like 75% of it was empty. That's just a terrible time for them. But Arsenal, another win, better goal difference than Liverpool and Manchester City as well. I mean,
well, look at it. I think it will come down to goal difference if you think about it.
could
I mean,
do.
the way not you, but we keep winning. with Liverpool, Man City, and Arsenal, I think it'll come down to goal difference.
If it comes down to goal difference, you're going to win.
For now.
39 goal difference, you've got 45.
Yeah, I know,
That's 6
but
goals. That's a good number.
City can cook though. you know?
Man City, Liverpool draw. We beat Brentford. We go top. That's
Yeah, but then we have to.
yeah,
play
but
Man
then we have
City.
to maintain it, and that's the tough part.
Yeah, we're
But
City.
but Liverpool,
Which-
Man City, that is going to be
That's a game and a half.
that's going to feed families. That's generational,
Yeah,
man.
you're talking about entertainment. That's
the title
entertainment.
side. But you guys played late in the season last year, and the title decided.
Yeah, kind of fumbled that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had Rob Holding at centre back though, so like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
can
Rob,
you not-
Rob,
not
Rob,
do
Rob holding
this?
tax.
Rob holding this L.
We didn't bottle the league because Robbie had Rob Holding. That's just we were doomed to start with.
That's PTSD, man.
I think this is your guys' year. I'm not going to lie. Like,
Arsenal.
This has all been building to this.
Really?
This has all been building to this. Like last season, you got like, this close,
Mm-hmm.
and all you've done is bought like the best English midfield in the league, and like your defense, like your squad around your defense, like with Kiwa coming in.
Kiwa, yeah.
What is that
Kiwa.
pronunciation?
Kiwa.
Who's Kiwa?
Kivior.
Kiwi.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, but shout out Kivior, by the way.
Kiwior,
He I prefer him to Zinchenko because defensively, but fucking going forward as well, he's unbelievable. He's got a no look assist. No, but he's taken that left ball role and he's made it his. When Zinchenko comes back, I'd rather have Kivior left back, to be honest with you.
When you have players in your squad like Zinchenko and Tommy Afu who can't even get in the team, when those are the players that can't get in your team, rather than Cedric, you see the quality in the squad, and that's the title thing.
Yeah.
Also, shout out Havertz as well. Shout out Havertz. Like this one's.
Alright,
No,
you guys were clowning him, man.
This was. I was one of them. I was like, it's a shit signing. Why are we spending money on him? But then you know what? In the last 4, 5, 6 games, in the last month and a bit, he's been class. Like he's literally been that second striker we need, and like the way he just bounces off players, and like he's finishing as well now. Like don't get me wrong, there's still a way to go for him, but he is cementing his place in the Arsenal team, and I'm happy to be proved wrong. He's doing well right now.
I mean, he's at least a very useful part of a Premier League challenging team. That says something. If he can force his way into that team, I think we all kind of agreed at the start of the season that he was up there as one of the worst signings of the window.
Yeah.
And now I feel like we all have a bit of egg on our face, don't we? Like we all kind of have to say, yeah, fair play.
Yeah.
He's done really well, especially considering what we were expecting of him.
Still has a little bit more to prove in my opinion, but he's definitely earned his place in the squad now. But yeah, I think just if he carries us on for the rest of the season, and hopefully get us the Premier League, then yeah, he cements his place in our team.
Can you
100%.
imagine Kai Havertz lifted the Premier League.
No,
I mean, he won the Champions
I
League.
know,
for Chelsea,
yeah.
So, I mean,
Oh yeah.
the
No.
hating is outrageous, man.
Yeah, but
It's
like,
outrageous.
it's just with Havertz. It's like you watch him when we were watching him at Chelsea. You're like, what's his best position? I mean, even at Arsenal, I know he's been performing
Yeah.
well.
yeah, what is it?
Still
We
uncertain
don't
what
know
his best position is, even though he's doing well. It's like and maybe that's a positive because you can play him in so many different areas. But then I look at it at the same time and I'm like, if you're being put in all these different areas, and he's not like a utility player. He's not like 35 or something, you know. Not like James Milner.
He's never been a utility man. He played up front once for Chelsea and did well. And they thought, oh, he's a striker. Absolutely fucking not. We saw what he was at Bayer Leverkusen. He's a ball progressing central midfielder making runs into the box from deep. He's a central midfielder on attack for those who play football manager. That's exactly that's what he's always been. And then Chelsea thought, oh no, we'll put him in the 10 role. Oh no, we'll put him out wide. Oh no, we'll put him up front. It's like you knew what he was when you bought him because it was him and Brandt making those runs. One of them making the run, one of them dropping deep. Like that's what he does. He's a central midfielder, and he's playing central midfield for Arsenal. And surprise, surprise, he's doing better than we all thought because you're playing him in the right space. He was never that bad a player. Whether or not he fit at Chelsea is another thing. Whether or not he's Chelsea quality is another thing. But you're never going to be as good as you were at your other club when you're being forced out of position in a role that doesn't suit you.
in my opinion, his best position is have fun. No, honestly, just like say he's a midfielder, yeah, cool. Say he's a number 10, say he's a striker, yeah, cool. Just I don't care what his position on the field is. Just let him do his thing. Just let him have fun, roam around, just pick up the ball, just vibe, man. Just Kai, do your thing because it's working.
Have
Now
fun,
it's
Havertz.
working.
Yeah, but just do your thing. It's working for us. He's getting goals and he's getting assists. Just like yeah,
true.
Yeah,
just yeah.
totally.
Let him do his thing, right?
Let him do his thing.
Yeah,
I mean, moving on to my team, we got a last-minute winner, the latest winner that we've ever had in the Premier League.
Yes.
99th minute. Yeah, I mean, controversial, of course. I mean, it was like how many? I think it was like almost 2 minutes after the decision, and they did a like Hudson-Odoi on the edge of the box. If you just clear that ball, it's game over. It's a draw. It's a 0-0 draw. But then McAllister puts the ball in, who's been brilliant. He's been absolutely brilliant.
I mean, what an assist.
Yeah,
Who's been the better signing for you? Szoboszlai or McAllister?
McAllister.
McAllister, yeah.
Yeah.
They're very level.
Yeah.
Very level.
I would go McAllister. I just think because he was playing in a 6 role in the first couple like month or two, he was a bit like not at his best. But then he sort of got used to the team, and since then he's been able to play in an 8 role and then can do it in a 6 as well. He's been brilliant. I mean, especially since the start of the year, amazing. Been our best player since then. I think definitely.
It's a fair shout. I think we'll see next season. I think you can count this season. There's things right. You don't think you can count the season for Liverpool because it's a transition year.
But
You're
they're still
in a title race.
they're still for a quadruple. What do you mean?
Exactly.
You can't say the season doesn't count. You can't say the season. They're on for a quadruple.
They should be like Klopp's leaving. They should be like fighting for top 4, like out of the cups. Like, but they're not. They're fighting for everything still. They could still win everything. They won't.
You never know.
Maybe.
Yeah, if we're being honest.
Things like McAllister might not work next season. He might work better. He might work exactly the same. We don't know until we see who comes through the door and what tactic they're going to play because it's not going to be the same.
Yeah, but that's just like everything with football. You don't know what's happening next
But
season.
now we know the manager's changing. We don't know what even if it is Xabi Alonso like we think it is. We don't know how he's going to play. Even if it's not him, then we don't know who else is going to play.
I mean, I think McAllister is that good of a player. I think if you do fit him in most systems, he will just perform. It's not like a player who's like suits one system and cannot do anything else. Like for him, he played in De Zerbi's, which was passing out the back and everything, wasn't it? Constantly, all the time. And he still does a bit of that now with Liverpool, but it's totally different.
Yeah. I'm not saying he's not good enough to do these roles, of course not. But the thing is, we don't know what he's going to be asked to do next.
No.
So we don't know how well he's going to perform. If he's asked to be some kind of deep line distributor, basically playing as a centre back, he's not going to get many goals and assists, is he? Like, it's unlikely to happen. But what I'm saying is, like, we don't know how he's going to perform until we see what he's going to be in the long term.
I guess I do see your point, but I think now anyway, his performances, I can't see that changing unless if he gets a major career injury or something. I think he's been that solid, and he showed it at Brighton, of course, and then that's why Liverpool bought him, and he's shown it here. And I mean, Darwin Núñez, 10 goals this season in the league now, last minute header. I mean, that's 10 goals, 7 assists for him in the league.
Yeah.
He's getting goals.
It takes him 100 shots to score. But
Well, I mean, if you look at Haaland's chances, it takes him 100 chances to score now. No, that missed.
Yeah,
though,
it was
come on
ridiculous.
now.
But
All I'm saying is, if Núñez missed that, if that was Núñez who missed it, we would not hear the end of it. The fact is, Haaland is. It's already kind of gone away. It's like no one actually talked about it now. But if that was Núñez, oh my god, Twitter would kill him for that.
Oh yeah, I mean, I even remember when it was the pre-season game against Manchester United, and he missed like a sitter from 6 yards out, and everyone was ripping into him. It's a pre-season game.
Yeah.
He was getting absolutely ripped into. Like,
yeah, true.
let's be honest, pre-season doesn't count.
no, of course not.
Anything that counts pre-season in football is nuts. But yeah, no, people don't talk about it from Haaland. He's done that a few times this season since he's come back from that injury. He's had a few sitters he missed against Chelsea as well.
Yeah,
As good.
But he makes up for it.
exactly.
He makes up for it. He still bangs goals.
He's still the
Top
best
goal
player in
scorer
the
as
league,
well. Yeah.
Best goal scorer in the league, but he's not as good as he was last season, and he doesn't look as good as he was in the first half of the season either.
Really?
I mean, those are big shoes to fill, though, isn't it?
No, I mean,
He
I am not going to doubt Haaland
started
because
amazing, yeah.
most likely it'll
let's
be wrong.
be honest. Against Man United, Haaland had a bad game,
And he still
and he
scored.
still scored.
By his standards.
Haaland having a bad game is him still scoring.
Facts.
Like if Haaland doesn't score for 1 or 2 games, you're like, what the fuck? What's happened to Haaland?
Yeah.
That shows you how good he is when you're questioning him when he doesn't score for 1 game.
Yeah.
100%. It is a testament to his ability. But yeah, no, it's still, he doesn't look quite back to form yet. I'm sure give it a couple of games he'll have scored 2 against you, 2 against Liverpool.
Honestly,
Thanks.
We'll be back to where we were, but right now it looks a little bit rusty.
honestly, Haaland probably doesn't even need to be in form. Haaland doesn't need to be in form because with the service he gets from the Man City team as well, and just how good he is naturally at finishing, him being in form, I'd say doesn't really necessarily matter that much. because he'll still get a goal.
He's always in the right position.
Exactly.
It's a joke. It's an
he'll still
absolute
score.
joke. Like,
True.
I agree.
he'll move one way and then he goes the completely other way the next second, and then he'll go back and then it makes about three, 4 different runs for himself and options. And you've got like De Bruyne or Phil Foden or Bernardo Silva just whipping a ball into the box. Like even Rodri. I mean, what did he get 2 assists at the weekend or something? Like it's a joke for
Fucking
him.
John Stones as
How
well.
good he is being again. I mean, for me, he probably is the best player in the league. Arguably, I think he's the most important player for
Rodri?
Manchester City. Yeah.
Yeah. Rodri. I don't think he's the best player in the league. I think he's the most important player in the league.
Yeah,
I still think the best is either Salah or De Bruyne.
Yeah, well, I personally Haaland.
Haaland, yeah.
Yeah.
As the best player.
Really?
I hear it, but I think De Bruyne.
I do understand what you're saying, De Bruyne, but he's also missed half the season, De Bruyne.
Yeah, but he's.
I'd say best goal scorer.
But he's already.
Haaland.
Yeah, Haaland's obviously he's the best
Yeah.
goal scorer in the world right now.
Yeah.
But I mean, not best player. I mean, De Bruyne's already made up for his half season missed. He's already made up for it. So I think he is the best player in the league
But
with
I think-
Salah.
I think you take De Bruyne out and they maybe not play as good, but they play enough to be top of the league. You take Rodri out of that team, they fall apart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course, yeah.
And you saw it as well.
Old bridges, they used to have like made of stone. They used to have one like stone in the middle that held everything together. I think it's called like keystone or something. That's what Rodri is. They take him out, falls apart. You saw it with Fernandinho when he was injured. That team didn't perform anywhere near the levels they should.
True.
And it's the same with Rodri.
No, because he what was it? He had a suspension, didn't he? And then he missed the Villa game and the Arsenal game. So
yeah.
then
Yeah, he wasn't playing when we beat him.
yeah. So like
Oh, wait, no, I saw this stat online. Was it like 59 games? The last 59 games for Man City Rodri played, they haven't lost.
Yeah.
So Arsenal are sending Cedric into the Man City camp to break Rodri's face.
No, but yeah, I agree with you. Rodri is by far the most important player in the Premier League.
yeah.
Yeah, but in terms of like just pure ability, like don't worry about how important you are, just a pure ability. De Bruyne, Salah.
Yeah, no, I do see that. Salah's consistency has been ridiculous. I mean, what is it? It's his 7th season now. I don't know. He went to AFCON for a month, but he came
And got injured.
then got injured, came back against Brentford, got a goal and assist, then got injured again. So, I mean, that's a big talking point for City on Sunday if he's not available.
But the thing is, weren't you like rushing players back from injury? But now your youth has showed they can do it. You don't need to rush them back anymore.
Yeah, no,
You can actually trust them now.
yeah. Usually our injury teams doesn't usually get it wrong, but like rushing Trent back and then rushing Salah back.
They had a reason to. They had a reason
Yeah.
to
I get it. But like at the same time, you look at it now. Trent's out till probably early April. Yeah, Jota's thing wasn't anything to do with the injury team, but he's out till early April. Salah's might not be available for Sunday. Who knows? And that is massive. If he's not available because he's a big game player.
I'm going to transfer him out to my FPL team.
Yeah, I had to do the exact same thing.
He's on the bench currently. I'm hoping.
Oh yeah, all these FBO lads on our group chat when Saka got subbed off, they were
Oh, they were
fuming.
fuming, man.
They were so angry.
They were so
Saka
angry,
getting subbed off, like, oh for fuck's sake, my FPL's ruined.
Bloody
Why is Saka
merchants,
getting
man.
subbed off?
Yeah.
But I think bonus for Saliba, who's starting to come good. Finally.
What do you mean?
What do you mean
whoa,
starting
what
to?
the
What
fuck?
do you mean starting to?
What the fuck?
I mean in my FPL team.
Oh,
Oh.
No.
What, that's your,
Finally starting to
okay,
he doesn't
okay.
get many points because you guys were like conceding like one, and that would be
I was
fine.
about to
okay,
say.
fair, yeah.
I was gonna say, fucking watch it, you.
But, like,
Yeah.
You've got some clean sheets now, so I'm like, yes, some points.
Some is outrageous.
Yeah, but for this week we are picking our current Premier League team, but we can only pick one player per team. Who wants to kick it off?
Should we do positions by positions? Like goal,
Yes.
So a goalie defence.
Yeah.
We all go around. Don't do midfield all round.
Yeah.
Yeah,
who, wants
sweet.
who wants to go first?
Should we just go left to right?
Yeah,
Go on,
sweet.
Henry.
Yeah.
I wanna.
Oh, the FIFA out again.
Is the wait? Is the FIFA out? Is the FIFA out? Is the FIFA out?
No, no.
The FIFA's out. Just go on notes.
For real, man.
Yeah, I've made 2 teams.
Oh.
Two.
So I did the team, and
Sounds
I realised
eager.
I'd used the first 11 teams in the Premier League. So I did a second team using the bottom 11 teams in the league.
Oh,
So
right.
There's a couple players that are crossed over.
Just
Just-
combine them.
You can't really, can
So
you?
there's one. Is it 2?
Lad, just go for it.
Hang on, bear with me. I think it's just one player crossed over. I just want to double check. Because it was 2. I think I swapped it. Bear with me.
I'm
Okay, you
going.
know, Lloyd will start with you then. Just
Yes,
So by the time
yeah.
it gets to him, it's done.
No, I think that
Oh, he's got it.
Yeah, so
Lad.
there's 2 players crossed over, a centre back and a winger.
Right.
Proud of
So
you, mate.
We'll start with my 2 goalkeepers. So from the top half of the Premier League, I went with Alphonse Areola at West Ham.
Oh,
Obviously,
right.
The bigger teams, they went on forwards and midfielders, so there weren't many options left in defence and goalkeeper. But this is one of the ones where I'm really happy with this. Like, if you look at West Ham's performances this season, like, it's all been kind of started at that back of that line, and with Areola as a good distributor and also keeping clean sheets. Like, he's turned into a really solid Premier League goalkeeper, which is what we all knew he could be when he was at PSG, sitting on the bench doing nothing. And yeah, he's put in some really good performances. And in terms of my other goalkeeper, I struggled to find options for this.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
But I went with James Trafford.
Oh.
He's not
Oh no.
You went,
No.
You went with Fogden in goal. All
He's
right.
not been great this season, but he's been one of Burnley's better players, considering how bad the rest of the team is. I needed a goalkeeper from them, so James Trafford will go with him.
Yeah, I mean, it's not saying much, is it? Him being one of Burnley's better players when they got 13 points all season. But anyway,
Shiny and shit in the toilet.
Moving on.
yeah.
Goalkeeper for me. Lloyd, you'll like this one. Jordan Pickford.
Oh, right.
Someone who's like in the middle. He's not bad, obviously, but he's like
yeah.
he's not at his best.
I think
anymore, is he?
no, but
he's like, he does his job when he has to, right? Especially against Liverpool.
yeah.
But yeah, someone who just, especially when you're going through your whole 11, like you want good strikers and stuff. So
Yeah.
I've gone for like someone.
So
in the
you've
middle.
gone, yeah.
Yeah, safety.
I haven't got a single Everton player.
Really?
Jordan Pickford never crossed my mind.
Oh wow.
But to be fair, I wouldn't change it even if you did. My
Yeah.
goalie is Bernd Leno.
Ah.
I think he's unbelievable. I think he's so good, and like in lockdown Arsenal, without him and Aubameyang, we would have got relegated. Let's be honest. We would have
chill out,
got
chill out,
relegated.
no.
Yeah, but no, I think
No.
Bernd Leno is one of the best goalies in the Premier League. Full stop. I think he's
Really?
unbelievable. No, I'm not saying he's like top
I wouldn't-
5 or
yeah.
top 10.
Right.
But,
Okay.
like, he's comfortably top 10.
Right.
Yeah.
Top 10.
Leno's shot stopping one of the best in the league, bar none. He is so good.
Yeah. It's just with the distribution at his feet, wasn't it? Was that the reason that Arteta?
Yeah, that's the reason
Got
he
rid
chose
of him.
Ramsdale. To be fair, when we made the decision, I was like, what the fuck? Start Leno? What?
Yeah.
But yeah, Ramsdale.
No.
Now he's forgotten.
No, that's the same with Raya now. Remember, I was
Yeah.
slating Raya.
Well, I still do. To be fair.
He's alright now.
No.
I don't mind him.
Right. I also have Pickford in goal. As much as I don't like him, I felt like I had to pick an Everton player just because, well, they've kept so many clean sheets. I
Yeah.
think they've kept like 8 this season. I think this has been Pickford's best year in quite a few seasons. Like the 2 beforehand, don't think he was that great. I think he was making a lot of mistakes. I mean, do you remember that mistake at Anfield last season? I think it was. Where he just runs out the goal. Like, I don't know, no idea where he's going. But yeah, no, Pickford for me, because as much as I hate to say it, he is a solid goalkeeper. He's not bad.
You know, he's not.
We need him in top confidence as well going into the Euros.
Euros. Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm happy he's having his best season. Given there's no way that Southgate doesn't start him, even though
Yeah.
he's probably better. And stuff like that.
Yeah, but it's all about who's getting the most minutes, and Pope's been injured. Ramsdale's just a bench warmer now, so.
This is-
Unfortunately.
Southgate has his favourites.
Nah.
Ramsdale.
Ramsdale to Chelsea.
That's.
It's been going on for months.
Gosh.
I don't care if he doesn't play. I'd fight for him to stay. wait. Raya has to start against Brentford
Is he?
because Raya's still on loan technically.
No, he can't start.
Why? No,
Because there's a clause in his contract that he can't play against his.
Yeah, I've got a
That's-
red flag on my FPL,
that-
so I'm going to have to transfer in another keeper.
that's what I just said.
He has to
No,
you
I said
said we have
Ramsdale
to
has to start.
No, you said.
No, you said right. didn't
No,
you?
I said Ramsdale has to start because Raya can't play.
He said Ryan.
No, replay it. I said Ramsdale has to start.
Alright, cool
You
bullshit.
lot just don't listen.
Cool bullshit on that one. Yeah, for real, man. For
Right,
real.
who have you got for your left backs, Henry?
No, just do hold defense.
I'll do the whole
Yeah,
defense.
do your whole
Let's do whole defense then. Do whole defense.
My position. So there's one player better than Leno for Fulham, and that's Robinson. I had to squeeze him in because he is so good. That's in my beta team.
Treble.
In my first team, I got a Tottenham player in there. Destiny Odoge has been incredible for Tottenham this season. They're creative outlet out of that back line. You see the improvement in that
Yeah.
season. Like,
Well, I mean, going forward anyway. I mean, defensively, they're still. I don't rate
they've
them.
had injuries, haven't they? Like, if you think about their first choice backline, whenever it's played, it tends to be pretty.
Yeah, it's just the way that Postecoglou sets up. It's just like teams are always going to have chances. I mean, like, that Chelsea game, like, what was he doing? Like, had the ball marshalled on the halfway line, and then they got absolutely battered. Like,
So one of my centre backs is in both teams, and that's Max Kilman. I think he's been a great new captain for Wolves.
yeah,
And he's been part of the reason why they've done so well this season and got so many points. Like, Gary O'Neill has trusted him, and I think he's been one of the better English players in the league, in contention with a spot for the Euro squad. Genuinely in contention. I think if you look at those kind of like Stones gets in, Colwell gets in, then you look at Maguire, Dunk, and him. I think is that for the next two spots. I think it has to be considered.
Yeah.
My two other centre backs for my Alpha team, Virgil van Dijk.
Yeah.
Obviously been your most important player this season. Scored the winner in the cup final.
Mm-hmm.
Massive player. There are enough players that I can make it work by putting him in defence. So I'm gonna put him in. I know for the Vita team, I had to get a Forest player in there, so I went with Willy Bolly. I think he's been one of their best.
Willy Bolly.
Right back for that team, I'm gonna have to squeeze a Sheffield United player in there, so Bogle gets him just because I couldn't find anyone. I found no.
The one who scored an own goal against us.
Again, I've used every team.
Why?
Yeah, you just unnecessary.
Just make one team.
And then right back, Kieran Trippier. Obviously, he's not been at his best this season, but even when he's not at his best, he's still pretty good.
Yeah.
So he gets in right back for my Alpha team.
Sweet. Waffle merchant. So starting with right back, I know he's injured, but he's still very reliable for your team, Trent.
Mm-hmm.
You use your Liverpool player in defence.
Yeah, I'm trying to be.
Yeah, you're trying to be different.
Trying to be a bit different.
You're
yeah.
trying to cater to different audiences. That's
I have 3 right wingers, including Salah. And I'm like, I don't need Salah. I can put someone else there, so I might as well use it on.
Really?
Another player.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate.
Yes, sir.
Centre back, Thiago Silva, Chelsea.
Yeah.
He's my leader of this team. Captain, you would say.
Solid.
Yeah, thank you. Obviously, this is a 4-3-3, by the way.
Yeah,
Just so you know.
Yeah.
Centre back, Lewis Dunk. I think he's been underrated this season.
No, he's good.
That one, isn't he? Oh, he's giggled.
Yay.
Left back, Andy Robertson.
Cold. That was cold.
Yeah, it's kind of. But yeah, that's my defensive line.
All right, cool. So I've gone with my right back is Kufal. I think for West Ham he has been very good this season, and he's a very, very solid boy. Left back. Oh, I got confused by. I have got an Everton player. I don't have a Chelsea player.
Right.
So my left back is Mikalenko. I think he's been. I think he's probably like top 5 left backs this season. He's so good. He's genuinely, and like I think he's been Everton's best player this season, in my opinion. Then my 2 centre backs, I've got William Saliba. I think he's probably Arsenal's best player in general. I think he is. It's either him or Ødegaard in my opinion. So so Saliba is my centre back, and yeah, Dunk. I think Dunk's I think Dunk starts for England. Him and Stones. I think he starts.
I would like to see that.
Yeah, he starts for Euros in my
He
opinion.
doesn't for me, but only because I prefer a left footer, and I think Colwell is better on his left foot and a better ball progressor. But yeah, Dunk has been, let's say top 4 centre backs for England this season.
Yeah.
I think he's been like.
He's a solid player.
I'd argue. I'm not saying he is in it. I'm saying I'd argue top 5 centre backs in the league as well, just in general.
Wow.
Yeah.
Lewis Dunk is so good.
The only thing I'd say about that is that if you look at Brighton's team as a whole, they've not performed very well this season.
True.
So as much as I do agree he's in there for England, probably drops him a little bit just based on the season's performance.
Yeah, but in that case, I know this is a very different scenario, but in that case, couldn't you argue about Kane? Kane is pulling up Ballon d'Or numbers, but Bayern as a team are letting him down.
Very true. Bayern are still second.
Oh no, it's very different. But I mean,
Yeah.
But if we're talking about teams as a whole letting them down,
I do agree.
Yeah.
It's not all Dunk's fault, but
No.
yeah. But that whole Brighton team, you kind of question how good they are defensively, and how would his performances change if they were either under less pressure or able to handle the pressure differently. Like, you don't know.
well, Dunk's Pudi can handle pressure.
True, very true. So we'll see. Yeah, I do agree. Yeah, it's a good shout.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Um,
going to.
Moving on, left back. I've got Robinson as well. So 3 of us have got Robinson left back. Yeah, I mean he is a proper good player. I think it was a couple of seasons ago when we were trying to get a left back because we didn't have Simicast at the time. We were linked to Robinson. Would have definitely had him. Really good attacking player. Just gets forward all the time. Creates lots of chances. Really, really good player for me. So Fulham guy left back. I went for Colwell as well.
Yeah, right.
Kind of disappointed that I saw there was a bunch of links for some reason. Liverpool kept on looking for a centre back over last summer for Colwell. Would have loved Colwell at Liverpool. Think he would have been brilliant.
But move Van Dijk to right centre back.
Yeah, because he's right-footed.
But he plays left, doesn't he?
Yeah, he plays left because you've got Canate's not as good on his left on that side. But Van Dijk's good enough to play both sides. I mean.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. To be fair,
Yeah, I mean Van Dijk's my other centre back as well, just because of how important he's been. He's been so good. And then right back, I've gone for Trippier. Yeah, I mean his creativity for Newcastle is probably the main reason why they've scored so many goals. I think he's got like 10 assists or something.
Dragged them into European football.
Yeah.
Kicking and screaming, dragged them into the Champions League. Got knocked out, but you know.
Yeah, I mean defensively they've been shocking over the past few months, but going forward he's still proper good.
100%.
So that's my back four.
Nice. I mean, talking about Robinson, like, was it? There was an American fullback playing in the Championship like a few years ago. That was linked with Milan, and they nearly bought him, failed on deadline day. Was that him? Or was that?
I think that might have been him. Yeah, I think so.
He is an incredible player.
He's a good player.
This has been coming for a while, and I think he'll get his move to a big club shortly.
Yeah.
Like if Simicast leaves, or if who else could go? If Chelsea decide to go for attacking left back,
Yeah.
move on Chilwell, like it could go to him. He would be good enough for a top 6 team.
Definitely. 100%. Moving on to midfield. Who have you got, Henry?
Let's go through this. So no players crossing over this time.
Oh.
I'll go through A and I'll go through B. My middle three, I've got Douglas Luiz at Aston Villa.
Mhm.
I think he's their most important player.
He is very pivotal.
He's
Yeah.
incredible for them. Like, I know he takes pens, but if you look at his goals outside of pens, like mad. Pascal Gross is Brighton's most important player, which is why I couldn't get Duncan, because Gross had to go in. He was one of my first players to put in, because like if you look at his numbers, he shouldn't be as good as he is, but he's spectacular. And then I've also got to get a Man United player in there. Bruno Fernandes is our best player, so we'll put him in the 10. In terms of our B team, looking at the numbers, Everton's best player is not Mikalenko, it's actually James Garner.
He is solid.
Is that kind of key kind of midfield pivot, like fantastic. Brentford's key player is also central midfielder, that's Norgard. He's been their best player this season with Ivan Toney being out. They dictated him from central midfield. And then who can forget about Ross Barkley and his performances for Luton this season? Like, who saw that coming? Like, people are talking about for England. Obviously, shouldn't happen, but like,
What? Really?
no.
Yeah, there have been rumours in the recent weeks about that potentially being a possibility.
There's at least a shout for it.
I mean, he's been really good.
but he doesn't get it. But yeah, so Ross Barkley's my third.
Sweet. As Rodri is the main man for Man City, Odegaard is for Arsenal. So those are my two. Odegaard on right centre mid and Rodri holding that centre mid. Left centre mid, I didn't want to put a Manchester United player in. I'll be so real with you. I want to put Pablo, whatever his name is, Gross in. But I put Bruno Fernandes. He's a bitch, he's a crybaby, but
He's a good player.
His job, right? He delivers on the stage.
I mean, he didn't do it. I watched the United v City game. He didn't do it.
No.
And that ball he made to Rashford. Oh mate, Amada did this amazing. Onana, by the way, Onana's performances this season have slowly got much better.
They have, yeah.
That ball out from the back to Bruno, just chips it back to Rashford and just smacks it. Like, oh, beautiful play, great run from Bruno. Didn't roll around as much, so much better. Keep doing that, and you'll be right back to ball.
Yeah.
Agreed. But yeah, that's my midfield.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, I forgot you mentioned Odegaard. I'm sorry. Anyway, I got Rodri as my holding midfield. Originally, it was going to be Rodri, Gross, and Barkley. That was my original midfield three. But then I changed it. I had Trippier in my original one as well. But now I've got Bruno Grimace. Bruno Grimace in centre mid. And I've also got Bruno Fernandes. So yeah, I think my midfield is very good and balanced. You know, Rodri, Grimace, and Fernandes. Yeah.
You can't have a go at me for Kiwa if you're going on.
Kiwa.
Yeah, I said it how I said it.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm sure you did, mate.
Oh, no, it's all pre-planned.
Grimace.
Kiwa.
Kiwi.
Yeah.
Kiwi.
Anyway.
All right, my midfield three, I've got Rodri, just because for me he is the best player in the league, as I previously said. I just think he's that good. He's so important. Pascal Gross, because he is well and away for me Brighton's best player. So important. I mean, plays right back, defensive midfield, attacking midfield, sometimes even on the wing. I mean, he's absolutely everywhere. But he's so good at what he does, creating chances and everything. And yeah, I have the crybaby Bruno Fernandes in my team as well, because he creates chances, but nobody puts him away. So
he creates chances for everybody except Rasmus Højlund, who's our best.
Oh, did you know Arsenal have more goal difference in 2024 than you do this whole season?
wow.
Did we not send that on the chat?
Yeah, the wrong chat.
It's a long game.
But, you know, it's going to get better next season. With all the
You hope.
Well, mate,
That
Dan,
hope is outrageous.
Dan Ashworth's going to save our club. Like, he's
Oh yeah. No. So in 2024 alone, Arsenal have more away goals, 19 and 4, than Man United do this whole season, 18 and 14.
Outrageous.
I guess you're waiting on the miracle, eh?
and that miracle will be Dan Ashworth.
You wish. Anyway,
He hopes,
have you got front threes?
Yes.
Is that what
He's
you're
got,
going for?
he's got a front six, mate, now.
Yeah, well, yeah. To be fair, times 2. Got 2 teams, hasn't he?
The right wings in both teams, because weirdly enough, Chelsea is in both teams. That says something about Chelsea's season. I'm not saying any more than that. So Cole Palmer has obviously been their best player and has been one of the best right wings in the country. I thought if I could, I'd rather have Virgil van Dijk and who's the other right winger I considered? I've completely forgotten. Oh, that's really shit.
It happens, mate.
Did you consider Saka?
Yeah, sorry. I'd rather
You
have,
forgot Saka. You
rather
old
have-
fuck.
I'd rather have Virgil van Dijk in the centre back than try and squeeze Thiago Silva in there. So I think Cole Palmer's been fantastic. On level with Salah, actually, this season only performances, it's like pretty similar numbers. My rest of my top 3, Erling Haaland was the first player I put in my team for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
And Saka's still in this team. He's on left wing because I
Mhm.
had to squeeze him in somewhere. I forgot about Cole Palmer, and then I was like, okay, I'll move him to left wing. But again, been your best player probably, or at least one of them.
One of our best.
Yeah, one of, yeah.
Like your academy boy, like the man you build your team around. Like England's like guaranteed starter. Like
Yeah.
obviously. In terms of my backup team, this is the best 3 players in my backup team. So Palmer on the right, left winger I've gone with Eberici Eze,
Yeah.
who's been one of Crystal Palace's best players. At least they has been out. Can play 10, can play left, can play anywhere, and
Yeah.
scores and assists. And then Dominic Solanke has got like 14 goals.
Solanke.
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 Dominic Solanke.
Solanke,
He's English. You have no excuse.
The English striker who plays up front for Bournemouth.
That guy.
Scored 14 goals this season. Yeah, what a player. I was annoyed that I had to leave him out for Erling Haaland, so I was like, okay, we'll do a second team and put him up front.
Yeah.
Story.
Thanks for that,
Henry.
Anyway.
I've got Jared Bowen. He's West Ham's. Well, Paqueta's up there.
Paqueta.
No, I get it, but he's saved West Ham so many times.
Yeah.
So I put him. It's like a honourable mention for one of my boys watching. Centre forward Ollie Watkins. If we're talking about like goals, he is on par with Haaland. Like if we're being honest.
Yeah.
And
He's
assists.
catching, yeah. he's
Yeah, the
catching,
assists
so,
as well.
I think he's a bit underrated, so I put him centre forward. And left wing, I put obviously Son. He's so good, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolute joke.
Dion speaking facts, you know. So I got right. I'm being nice.
Yeah,
I'm
I
being
know,
no.
Undercover Tottenham fan.
Thanks, boys. Anyway,
No worries.
so right wing, I've got Mo Salah. He was probably the first name apart from Rodri. Striker was for me, Tony and Solanke were like my 2 like original ones, but then Ollie Watkins, you can't go past him. Then yeah, left wing Song, yeah. That's racism. That's crazy.
Oh no! Whoa!
That racism's crazy. Fair enough.
Guys.
Fair enough.
No, that's what.
Guys.
I was the first one
Racism or not?
Right, my front 3. I've got Son on the left. Just ridiculous, isn't he? Absolute joke.
He's my favourite Asian.
What?
What about me? What the fuck have I
You're
done?
dusty, man.
You're not a professional footballer though.
How do you know?
5-a-side, he was dusty.
No, 5-side like cooked.
Anyway, look. carry
Right,
on.
Son. Yeah, because of just how good of a footballer he is. Watkins up top. I mean, absolute joke. The amount of assists. I mean, is it 10? Like 9 or 10 or something like?
Yeah,
10
he's got double figures in both.
Double figures in both. I mean, yeah, and he's not playing for a team who's challenging for the title. So, I mean, that's a joke. And then I've got Saka on the right. I did consider like Odegaard and Rice, but then I thought I've got Rodri, so I was like, put Saka on the right. But yeah,
Allow it.
that is my 11. Who's got the best 11, guys?
Me. Thank
Are
you.
we all advocating for ourselves here?
I've got my
Yeah.
first and second.
Yeah, I mean, you've got
no,
2.
he
He
should
got
be out,
double
he should be out.
double the chance.
He should be out for that. He should be out for that.
Get his ass out.
I wanted to give some representation to my
Get some
bottom half.
pity, bro. That's it.
A pity
This
vote.
episode would have been finished 20 minutes ago if it weren't for your second team. So,
Reserve team.
You enjoy my surprise second team.
Wait, did you put the concept of both teams on
Yes.
FIFA?
Oh,
So it was,
for fuck's sake.
it wasn't just one. It wasn't just.
obsessed.
Oh!
What the fuck
What was that?
What the fuck was that?
That's my brother.
Are you sure?
Yeah, he's ironing.
Oh.
He's just ironing a cloth. Like it's not that bad.
Well, I think your team's probably the most balanced and best.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, yours is good as well.
Oh,
I
it's-
said at the start, man, shit.
Yeah, no, you. Yeah.
yeah, it's just for the content.
Yours is good. It's just because you're racist, so you get.
Oh,
You're
I
racist.
mean, who knows? Maybe we could have all built a second team if we'd have known. But then again,
Exactly.
would yeah.
Oh, that.
Oh, was that the fucking surprise?
Oh.
Was that the fucking surprise? Oh my fuck! Wow, that was so cool.
Character building, please.
Thank you for that surprise, Henry. That's unbelievable, mate.
Right, and
I'm actually disappointed. That's ruined my day.
right. On that note, this is the end of this episode of the Red Show. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed, please go and check out all the other podcasts on the Blue Podcast YouTube channel, on Instagram. Check us out on all socials. Thank you so much for watching. See you for the next one.
Bye.